What is up, marketing ninjas? How you guys doing today? My name is Drew, and I have my man Lewis Civin, the one and only, coming at you guys today. We have a free giveaway that's going to be going on today for you guys for being in this live. So before we get started, I just want to let you know how this goes down. If you want to be in the running for the one of the giveaways that we have for today, I want you to leave. If you're watching this live right now, I want you to leave live, hashtag live in the comment section. And also if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. I will be reminding you guys as many times as I can so I can get as many people watching this so that way you guys can get hopefully some value. And today we're going to dive deep a little bit on talking about what MarketerMagic is and the powerful tool that it is, and going through some of the features, and probably picking one of the features because we want to keep this live nice and short and sweet. Don't want to take too much of your time, but as the questions roll in, we will do our best to get to every single question. Now, guys, if you have a question, right now is the best time to drop it in. We also have one of our good friends, Rory, who's going to be looking into the questions or the comments that will be coming in during the live. So that way he'll be assisting. So you guys don't think it's some random stranger who's answering your questions. He's helping us in the back end as well to get your questions answered. We'll be facilitating them here live as well. So that way we will be able to answer them live for you. Okay. So without further ado, I'm just going to let Lewis introduce himself and then we'll get started.
Okay, so I'm the CEO of MarketerMagic, and I'm responsible for all the guys that built the software, which was to, I guess, assist people like you watching in building your social media companies, in kind of reaching out to customers, doing all the things that, as it happens, Kevin needs in his business. And so he kind of set the goals and set the targets for us to build. And that's what we've done. So now what's really fun for me, after being in the kitchen, is to kind of come out and see everybody enjoying it whilst we out live. So I hope we're going to get some good questions because we can really get people to use the software to make money for themselves. I mean, that's that's what's so cool about it.
Right. And Lewis, real quick though. So when you were, and I know since you're working in the back end and building the software, just give it just real quickly, like in one sentence, how's the response been for the actual users of this tool? Have people been really excited about the results? Have they been getting the results that they've been looking for? What kind of response have you been looking at?
Yeah, I mean, so we are experienced software developers, and people may recognize me because I kind of float around in some other Facebook groups along with you, Drew.
Right.
And there's no product that's launched faster, harder, quicker than MarketerMagic. So it's really, really kind of plugged a hole, or it's kind of like it's resonating with a particular segment where it's people that are already driven, they're already entrepreneurial, they're already running their small little businesses, they want to take their business to the next level, but they don't need to be guided, how to do that. They're already doing it. This is just giving them the tools to make it like that much quicker to reach 1,000 customers, or that much more effective to go, rather than doing it all yourself, and which would just take forever.
Cool. And then guys, if you're here live again, type in live. If you're watching the replay, type in replay. Guys, this live is for you, and it's for you to answer your questions. This is your opportunity to ask, so that way we can kind of, as a group, attack it together. So that way you can go ahead and have successful businesses. Okay. So if you don't mind, let us know what niche you're in. Let us know what type of your marketing you're doing. That way we can kind of get an idea for what types of issues you may possibly be running into. So without further ado,
in all of our software testing, we always do real estate agents.
Exactly. I mean,
that must be the most marketed group in the world, because that's just what we do in all our testing. But maybe people can bring up some other niches that they're targeting.
It is true. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people do real estate, which is, really interesting. And I'm going to be showing an example of that because I actually have a live demo that I've already done for that. But if there's any other niche that I can look up, I'll definitely feel free to type that in as well. But I'm going to go over the website real quickly. I'm going to share my screen, guys. And give me one sec while I get it up. And here we go. All right, guys. So this is when you log in and once you join MarketerMagic, this is actually the main screen. This is what you're going to be seeing. Okay. You'll be welcomed and all, but what I want you to do is focus your attention on the left-hand side. Here are the tools that MarketerMagic offers. And here, I'm just going to quickly give you like one-liners about each and every one of them. We'll go a little deeper on ManyLeads because that's what I want to get to today, to keep it nice and short, and ask your questions so that way we can go in and help you as well. And Rory will be also answering questions in the comment section.
Hey,
so number one, yep.
Drew, I just want to say, I'm so used to seeing the software production part of it, that I'm used to seeing all the new tools that aren't there yet. So just make sure the guys keep checking back. There's lots of tools come.
I'm sure you'll be notifying us so that way we will be able to actually let everyone know an announcement too. So even though these are the current tools now, guys, just be aware that there's going to be more tools coming out soon. But then the first one I want to talk about is going to be ClickProof. Now, what ClickProof allows you to do, ClickProof is, if you have a landing page, for example, where you would like, it's kind of like a social proof, so to speak, for a landing page that you're creating or you're having or had created for a company. A lot of times people hesitate because they're not sure, like, man, am I the only one signing up for this? Or, has anybody else done it? So what ClickProof does is it pops up, it gives a little small pop-up for people in the past who have actually signed up for that particular product or service that you're promoting right at the bottom hand corner. So what that does is it gives them a social proof to make them feel comfortable, and it increases conversions. And what you can do is run split tests. So that way you can run a landing page with it and without it to see the difference. And you'll see what I'm saying. Nothing attracts a crowd quite like a crowd. And so that's exactly what you'll be getting with this actual tool. So the next one, let me see if I can get out of this one. So the next one, let me see. I think my hand froze here. Refresh. All right. It's not letting me. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Drew, you turn off your screen speaker?
Yeah, are you hearing it?
I'm echoing.
Gotcha. And so the next one I want to talk to you right now is going to be about LivePick. And what LivePick is for those of you who would run email campaigning, right? Email campaigns are a huge part of the marketing aspect of whatever it is that you're running. So if you have a digital marketing agency, you're going to obviously be emailing leads, or they might be emailing their leads. And so what that allows them to do is to personalize it, right? So just like that picture is here, where you see Kevin holding up this whiteboard, you can actually personalize it with that person's first name. And, it's a quick little, typing software. It's like bracket, first name, bracket, and it allows the tool to actually input their first name on the board. So it gives them a nice warm feeling when they see that you actually care, right? You send an email and it has their first name already ready for them on a whiteboard. And you can put in any message really, but you can edit it however you like. And so this is really powerful because this also converts and allows people to, the click-through rates increase dramatically. All right. And the next one we want to talk about is going to be email verifier. Now, email verifier is a very, very important one, especially for those of you who are building lists. See, I was very big in the affiliate marketing industry, and getting into that, an email list is very important, as in any business, because the email list is literally the traffic that you actually own. And so with that, you want to make sure that your list is curated and it's very pruned, and you don't have wasteful emails. A lot of times people, many times other marketers would enter in false emails or emails that are just bogus ones, where it just takes up space on your list. Now, if anybody has ever grown a list before, over time, it costs more and more money to manage or to prune a certain list. So if you want to keep it nice and clean and have all the spoofy emails removed, this is a perfect way to do it. Okay, this tool allows them to verify that email is an actual, real, usable email, functional email, I should say. Okay, and so this is why I think it's super, super important. Okay, the next one on our list, let me see. The next one on our list is WorkHub. Now, this is for those of you who have employees. WorkHub is really big on that aspect. It really helps to track time, track the activity that they're doing. And I know that's an ever-growing, tool itself. And they're still working on that one as well. And I think, Lewis, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's actually currently used right now, even as we speak in your current business as well, right?
Just get your microphone from the shade there. Shared screen. You've got to turn your shared screen off. Okay, so yeah, I mean, part of the dream of being location independent, self-employed, working on e-commerce is that you can have your staff in other locations. So our entire business is kind of built with mostly Southeast Asia and virtual assistants around the world. We've got about 45 or 50, and so all these tools that you're sharing are tools that we use in our business, that we use in the marketing, which is kind of why we were like, well, if we need it, we should put it forward. So WorkHub is how we use to just kind of make sure the guys check in on time and are working the hours that they should be working, because we pay per hour and that sort of stuff.
Right. And I'm going to go back to my shared screen here, if you don't mind, Lewis, real quick. And again, it's for those of you who have employees and want to keep track of people, especially to make sure that the work is getting done and the hours are being tracked easily. Just makes life 100% easier. Now, the next one is going to be ManyLeads. And this is where I want to spend some time on real quick, just to show you a live example of what it's like to actually use ManyLeads, because you may have heard of it already before. You may have heard how wonderful it is, but what better way than to show you a live example, right? So I have real estate ones because I actually am using the real estate list, and it's so far been amazing. And I've never seen anything quite like it anywhere else to, kind of scrape off emails and names. And I'm going to click on one of the campaigns that I've ran before. And this is one for the Baltimore, Maryland area. I typed in realtors in the Baltimore area, and I named the campaign real estate agents. And this is what came up, right? I know you're probably looking and said, oh my gosh, just only 10. No, look at the bottom here. It says 1 out of 816 entries. Now, the beauty of this is, if you want to click 1 million of these at a time, you just go ahead and say, I want to see 100 at a time. And look at this list. It's massive. So now I have 8 pages of a list like this. And what do you get with it? I'm going to tell you right now. You have the name, you have the email, you have a phone number, you have an address. And in many cases, you have the social media, if they have a social media account with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even LinkedIn, which is obviously, you guys know, is really a hub for a lot of professional individuals, especially in real estate or any other type of agency work you may do. Now, many of you guys may like to search up medical refresh offices or outpatient services, because you want to really target cash heavy businesses. And that's one of the best ways to do that, is by figuring out the niche that you're actually obviously into, and then coming on here. And if you want to reach out to folks, you go ahead and create a campaign where you can actually target their name, you can target their social media, you can target their emails, and then you can personalize messages to them. A lot of people that I've seen actually in the actual MarketerMagic group, the official group, they were able to get success that they have, because they took action. That's number one, right? And once they created that list, they went ahead and pounded that list, and they just did not stop. They tried all forms of marketing, personalizing messages, sending selfie videos to try to get those the attention of the people that they're trying to attain as clients. Okay, so now let's create a campaign real quick. And I'm just doing it literally live with you guys, so anything can happen, right? So again, we're gonna see. Let me see dentist then. Okay, I'm gonna call this dentist, and we're gonna see. I want dentist. Okay, I'm calling the campaign dentist, and I want dentist, and I'm gonna hit dentist here, and I'm gonna hit location. Let's say, I don't know, Cleveland, Ohio, and I love how it auto populates where I'm at. Or what I'm looking for. Then I hit show leads. Now this may take a while to load, but as it loads, guys, I'm gonna be looking for questions at the same time, and Rory as well. See anybody asking any questions yet? Looks like they're having personal conversations between each other. That's cool. All right, let's go back here. So now, as you can see, out of that one campaign that I've done, and many of you who've actually tried to do this before, you guys know how difficult it can be by just, going on and hand typing on Google and figuring out the name, the address, the social media, and trying to compile a list. That itself takes so much time. Look how quick I got this done. Now I'm going to switch it over to 100 entries at a time, and you'll see, look at this massive list of all the dentists in the Cleveland, Ohio area. And and the best part is you don't have to, click each one and copy it over. What you can do is just do an export. So I would click that button here, hit create a CSV file, and look what happens here. Now everything is pulled up on this Excel sheet, and I'm going to open it so you guys can see it. And it's opening on my other window. I'm gonna slide it over so you guys can see it too. Look at that. All the information is over here now on my Excel spreadsheet. So now this is one of the many tools that I wanted to share with you guys, just explaining how important that MarketerMagic can be for your business, for your agency, and whatever it is, all things marketing. Down here to MiniMe is the next tool that I wanted to talk about, and it's important, especially for those of you who do many videos, right? One of the things I want to let you know is that 50% of traffic, it goes through mobile. And I think an even greater percent of that is when you send messages or you send videos to people, right? If you ever like a YouTube video and you're like, hey man, I'm gonna share this with my friend Mike. Mike clicks that button. What happens is the phones go right into the browser version of YouTube or Instagram. And what happens, right? I'm sorry?
Yeah, so I mean, so just on that MiniMe. So I mean, it's a URL shortener. So kind of where Drew was going the long way around, but Drew was talking about taking it via the YouTube and said, but that's because it's a long URL. What MiniMe allows you to do is take these ugly links, these ugly URLs. Maybe you've gotten a commission or like an affiliate commission, and you can shorten it into a URL that is like click here, MiniMe.click here. And so it's a link shortener. It makes everything neater, tidier. You get a much bigger click through where people actually see that link rather than this like long, ugly, URL that people think might be a bug or something like that. And so out of all the tools that we've got on our website, that's probably the one that we use the most. It doesn't make like the most amount of money, but it's like the tool that gets used the most because we shorten all our links and everything that we do. And that's just kind of shortcutting where Drew was heading with that.
Gotcha. And even though like I used to use in the past the Google link shortener, they used to have that available. I think they since stopped that. I think other ones like Bitly and TinyURL, but this one, having it all in one suite, I thought was a pretty sweet idea. So I was going through, just based off my knowledge of the actual tool itself, just like look how many tools that you have available. And I really think you guys did a really good job, Lewis, at putting in some of the pain points that these marketers are dealing with on a daily basis. I mean, the ManyLeads itself was just a mind blower for me because that took me.
It's a free trial. If people haven't checked it out, they must check it out.
Yeah.
And kind of like everybody that signs up and subscribes spends a bulk of their time on the ManyLeads, app. So I would, invite your guys to come along.
Got you. And do you have any other, discounts or anything like that they can for those who just want to take the dive right away? Maybe for those who may be interested, maybe later we can update the group about any possible, I know we're doing a giveaway now and any discounts that we might have for them later.
Yeah. Our discounted prices are 50% off, but everybody gets it. We've kind of I think in the old days you would get a discount code and you'd have to remember the code and you'd have to share it and you'd have to put it in and things like that. We've just allocated that discount to everyone. So just come online, you'll see the 50%, you'll see the old price scratched out. Everybody gets the 50%.
Cool. And we're going to see if there's any questions on here. I did see one. Somebody's asking about the giveaway. When will the giveaway participating time end? I mean, it's really at any time. We give a 24-hour period between when this live actually has gone live and usually by like tomorrow, end of the day, we go ahead and announce the winner, and you'll know who it is because we'll tag you on the post that we create along with your profile picture and usually the comment if we can find it on your picture. That way you will know that you're the actual winner. All right. And you'll be notified of what you won via email or messenger. All right. So let's see if there's any other questions that anybody has at this time. I really do hope that this was useful for you. Lewis, I don't know if you have any parting words for the folks online right now.
Don't wait. Don't delay. If you're thinking about doing any of these activities that we're showing you, do it sooner rather than later. We hope we'll see you on our website soon.
Yep. I mean, I took advantage of the free trial. I think that helped me to kind of feel more comfortable before diving into subscription. Because I know, there are a lot of subscriptions you may have in your arsenal, but trust and believe that the free trial was something I definitely took advantage of. And I think that was the allowed me to make the leap into MarketerMagic, which is now I'm like, all in for it because of the fact of how easy it makes finding leads, targeting my leads, and being able to contact those I really want to contact. So guys, without further ado, we will still be hanging out in the chat section. So if you leave your comments down below, we will be able to get to you guys, via responding to your comments. And see us out on the next live. We'll be having an announcement. You'll see it. Once you see it, what I need you to do is to click get reminder. There's going to be a button there. It's going to allow you to hit get reminder. So that way you will be notified the moment that we go live, because the more questions we have, the more we're able to help you. And of course, you can go on to continue building your businesses and start 2020 with a bang. So I wish you guys best of luck always. Peace and love. Thanks a lot, Lewis, for your time, buddy.
Cheers.